Hi all pals, what a situational series. So what's karma and what are cause and effect relationships? Let us analyze. In fact, you should comprehend that there is an incredible phenomenon in our world, and it is this phenomenon that enables us to undergo transformation. It is this phenomenon that allows us to witness the alterations that take place in principle. This is the time. Time itself is astonishing and enchanting because in specific spiritual realms, in certain dimensions, there is no concept of time. There is always here and now. For instance, for the body of your mind at this very moment, always stays in this place, and at this moment, there is no other time apart from the present. However, for us, and in principle for individuals, for our comprehension of this world and for the world itself, time does exist. Time that unravels, stretching into the endless expanse of the future and the depths of the past. Time which exists concurrently with matter, and it is the connection of matter and time that enables the soul to undergo transformation, permits the spirit to grow and evolve beyond its own boundaries and limitations. If there were no space and time, our world would not be fascinating to the gods. However, because space and time exist, even gods, descending to this earth, can alter within themselves what is fundamentally impossible to alter in other realms. All individuals are different, it is true, and there exist such fascinating books that possess an enormous amount of situational series, a highly substantial number of control points, and an immense number of options. How precisely this soul will proceed along its unique path of development and growth, or conversely, on its own path of degradation. That is, the karma, the layers of cause and effect relationships that will occur in a person's life, are all described already at the moment of his birth, so to speak. The imprint of what this soul will follow is predetermined by this program. Yes, I would like to mention that we have a choice, that we can develop in a way that goes beyond the program, that we are like sequir, like Rastakia. But most likely, even such options, when a person undergoes quite serious changes, when a person achieves success, or, on the contrary, falls from great heights, all this, most likely, was originally intended. The more of these branches, the more cause and effect relationships and options for how a person can move, the greater the potential of a certain karmic component. We are approaching, friends, the topic that karma is divided into two main potentials, positive karma and negative karma. If we compress it to the framework of a computer program, it would be good to understand that there are, so to speak, light programs and there are dark programs. Bright programs, they create certain variations of how a person will grow and develop, what will happen to him during growth and development, expansion. Yes, that is how he will think, what he will be like himself. Yes, what situations will arise. And negative karma, on the contrary, indicates that some opportunities will close, some situations will affect in such a way that he will lose either his financial potential or health or family or something else. That is, all situational processes, whatever happens to a person, can simply be divided into two. Those giving potential and bringing in, i.e., field expands, number of programs grows, it shines brighter. And the potential that, on the contrary, takes pieces from you, takes away these glowing cells from you, and makes your field less glowing, makes it more shadowy, diminishes its luminosity. The point is that it is just an expression of a certain computer program. It is just an expression of those encapsulated potentials with a negative sign, which must unfold. Their time has come, time and space has come, and they unfold. That's all. And it can be anything. For example, you scratched the car, you quarreled with a loved one, you hit your little finger on the door jamb, you, as they say, were blinded by oncoming headlights on the road, something else happened there, just to give a few more instances of what could occur. So these events are merely a manifestation of the potential that exists within your aura. In general, when discussing cosmoenergy, it is usually the sixth or seventh edge that is involved. Therefore, if you are able to work with these layers, if you can perceive them and understand what I am explaining, by clearing these layers, you will reach the point where the negative processes that should typically occur in your life will no longer occur. They simply will not happen. There is an additional side, positive karma. This is the outcome of positive events that will occur in your life. At a certain point in time, I had a clear conviction that there exists a specific pendulum, and if I swing the positive karma with sufficient strength, ultimately, the pendulum will swing in the opposite direction, and I will continue to undergo negative processes. These processes are completely distinct from each other, and their functioning relies directly on the specific types of energies that are present in these layers, whether they are positive or negative in nature. Certainly both can be located. Undoubtedly, they can both occur sequentially. However, those individuals who genuinely expanded their perception, who truly mastered the art of balancing the system, who genuinely delved into their inner selves and experienced firsthand how these processes unfold, they undeniably comprehend that if they are able to work with it, if they make a conscious effort, and it truly yields tangible results. And there was an advertisement, my dear friends, where an individual pressed a button and money came pouring out from some kind of device, yes. And he began joyfully dancing on that button, and they showered him with piles of money in abundance. Friends, this looks like it. So you find a magic button, by pressing which you see that you have become bigger, you have become stronger, you have become better. Yes, something positive and right has happened to you. But in my view, you must be unique not to press it again. Pressing a second time, seeing the same result. What could stop you from pressing it a third time? Fifth, 10th, and then how to arrange this button so that it is pressed with every movement of yours. With each of your breaths, this button multiplies 10,000 times. So you've seen how the drum Om Mani Padme Hum is arranged. When you arrive in Kathmandu, come to Buddhanath, there is a huge stupa standing, which was founded by Padmasambhava himself. And when you rotate the Om Mani Padme Hum drums, positioned at the foundation of the stupa, each containing Om Mani Padme Hum, it signifies that all living beings will experience happiness, everyone will receive blessings, and everything will be in a state of well-being. Inside this drum, it is printed on a piece of paper. The paper is rolled up like this, and it is printed multiple times in a circle. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. So in a single rotation, you obtain a total of 10,000 rotations of these Om Mani Padme Hum, because it is explicitly written there on the object. And this info is embedded in this drum. You rotate it, so to speak, originating from your intention. The space spreads in a millionth of an Om Mani Padme Hum, encompassing the vastness of knowledge. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Having found the button by pressing which you become better, they need to press, 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 and press. Furthermore, if we talk about the movement in the consideration of karmic layers, we see that there is karma related to past incarnations, there is ancestral karma, there is karma related to the country, karma related to your nationality, karma related to your work. Your company can also have its own karma. The karma of your friend can be the karma of the neighbor, the karma of something else, your building, your car, your road, or even more. That is, each and every event, each and every phenomenon in this world possesses its own unique cause and effect relationships. So every single thing, every individual particle in this particular space has a specific internal blockchain that is connected to the concept of time. So this present moment here and now has already transformed into the past, and in the future, the potential that is not yet formed begins to adjust like threads in a loom under the fabric of reality. By entering the current moment here and now, which weaves together what already exists, they continue to move forward within the collective tapestry. In occupying a specific cell, they cease to be potential and instead become an actualized experience, something that has already occurred. Reality is intricately woven every single second, and all processes of our world are intricately interconnected. The greater the chaos generated by our reality, the more control is manifested in a specific location or domain. As our reality generates more mathematical calculations, a corresponding increase in creativity occurs, giving rise to a new and innovative beginning in some location. In the world, everything is incredibly interconnected that it becomes approximately clear when you unlock certain abilities within yourself why everything happens exactly as it unfolds in the grand tapestry of existence. And it is the simplest way to respond that it can only happen in this way, and it is not possible for it to happen in any other way, because it happens exactly as it happens to happen, from what was created prior to our existence. So we can trace all cause and effect relationships back to the inception of the Big Bang and state that there was a rationale for us to engage in these discussions in this particular time and place. In most cases, to accomplish something, you simply need to understand its functioning. And to understand its workings, you must experience it, perceive it, so that it becomes tangible and moves beyond being a mere abstract concept like a chakra. Where are the chakras? What chakras? Because they don't exist, none of these chakras. And when you found this chakra, when you felt it, when you worked with it, you see the result. What happens? Well, for you it becomes a reality. This is a real chakra, yes. Here I know that if I influence her with these frequencies, with this spectrum, with these settings, with convictions, I enter into this state like this, everything. Here's the result. And when for the second time, third, fifth, 10th, when it becomes an absolute norm, like if you just got a cup of tea, well, like what's the big deal? And here it's the same. You just unlocked and unleashed chakra's potential. Suddenly it became larger, twice its usual size. But this is 2 times the amount of information, 2 times the number of opportunities, 2 times the number of situations that will occur. Crucial, very crucial. Well, obviously structure crucial, no negative channels, none of this must be there. Garbage, yes, limiting, but anyway, yes, understanding these processes, feeling these processes, incorporating these processes into life inevitably changes everything. And in this key, I believe it is possible to go beyond your destiny. It is possible to go beyond the book of life that your mentor holds, and he will have to rewrite it. He will have to change the holograms, and this will affect the whole, because you have already gone beyond what was prescribed for you. And in any other instance, you are traversing through an array of significant numbers, and you are merely regarded as being within a metropolis, so to speak, in terms of how all of this accumulates there. So friends, it's up to you to decide how to move forward in this life. Until we meet again, I'm waiting for everyone at the classes.